Welcome in, everyone, to the South Union Township Sports Network. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture with Atlantic Broadband Cable and the South Union Township Supervisors. This afternoon, from Laurel Highlands High School, we will be streaming live from the Harold Horst Taylor Memorial Gymnasium as the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands will be hosting the Tigers of Mckeesport. Hello, everyone. This is Gary Frankhauser with Tony Anula and Jerry Dupay. And we welcome you for this afternoon's WPIAL basketball action. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring the supervisors, Bob Schiffmeyer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV with Gary Smith. We're about 15 minutes from tip-off, Tony, and it looks like the Mustangs coming off another win at Ringgold last night will have a quick turnaround for this afternoon's game here with Mckeesport.
Quick turnaround, Gary, and they were actually trailing in the second quarter last night against Ringgold, 27-25, and then had a 21-point run that basically put the game away. And as for Mckeesport, I'm sure that Coach Troy Blackwell's thanking his AD for scheduling the number 2 ranked Penn Hills Tigers on Friday night and the number 1 ranked Laurel Highlands Mustangs on Saturday. So I'm sure he's quite thankful for that matchup.
That's a daunting task for anyone. But the Mustangs come in with a record of 7-0, 2-0 now in conference, and Mckeesport comes in 4-6 overall and 1-3 in Section 3. So this is actually an exhibition contest, but these games all count when it comes to rankings and seedings as we get toward the playoff time of the season.
Most definitely, and I can tell you that Laurel Highlands has played Mckeesport tough over the last couple of years, and actually in their last meeting, Mckeesport beat them by 3 points on 3 free throws made by Bryson Kazan with 0.3 seconds on the clock. So they give the Mustangs a tough time every time, and you know they're always athletic and they always have some good athletes and some nice players. So I expect a good contest here today.
Well, coach squad, too, as they have proven throughout the various years that they're able to compete regardless of the class of their school and the athletes that they have. So we're about 10 minutes now from tip-off, and we're going to be back on the South Union Township Sports Network with the starting lineups after these messages. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart Calabrese-Hoppy and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, CPOs in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and their coaches on having another successful basketball season this year.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not...
Welcome back to Laurel Highlands High School. Gary Frankhauser along with Tony Anola. And Tony, let's take a look at those starting lineups. Looks like Mckeesport may have a height advantage, but the Mustangs play above the rim regardless.
It's going to be a nice test today for the Mustangs, no doubt, especially with Traveris Rowe on the other side from Mckeesport, a nice player, actually ranked as the 13th player for the class of 2023 in Pennsylvania. So it's going to be a nice challenge for the Mustangs. But their starters today will be number 1, Keandre DeShields, a 6'3" junior guard forward. Number 2, Rodney Gallagher, a 6-foot junior guard. Number 3, Brandon Davis, a 6'1" junior guard. Number 4, Jaden Pratt, a 6'3" senior forward. And number 15, Joe Chambers, a 6'2" senior guard. The Mustangs come in 8-0 overall, 2-0 in section play. Head coach Rick Hogger in his 17th year. Assistant coaches John Smith and De'Air Jenkins. For the Mckeesport Tigers, they come in 4-7 overall, 1-3 in Section 3A play. Their coach is Troy Blackwell in his first year at the helm at Mckeesport. His starters today will be number 1, Kanye Thompson, a 6-foot senior guard. Number 3, Caden Holtzman, a 5'11" junior guard. Number 4, Travarius Dunny Rowe, a 6'5" junior forward. Number 21, Dustin Strom, a 6'2" senior guard. And number 34, Kariki Andrews, a 5'11" senior forward.
When, as you said previously, both teams coming off a tough game last night, more tough for Mckeesport than Laurel Highlands. But Mustangs are without Nico Johns again here this evening, who does a lot of the dirty work under the hoop for the Mustangs. So they do miss him, but they plug in Pratt, which is not a bad plug-in.
No, not a bad plug-in at all. And he's had a good year for the Mustangs. Came in averaging 11 points a game for him and shooting 71% from the line. So actually an extremely good addition whenever Nico Johns does not start. So Pratt fills in quite admirably for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
And the Mustangs would try to look for a better start than they've had in the last 2 games. Both the Thomas Jefferson game and the Ringgold game saw the Mustangs come out a little flat maybe, or just maybe overconfident. I'm not sure which or what it was, or that the TJ team and the Ringgold team just played outstanding for the first 2 quarters.
Well, that was definitely the case last night. The Ringgold Rams couldn't miss a shot at all in that first quarter. Getting into the second quarter, they chilled off a little bit, and as we said, the Mustangs with a 21-point run to actually take a lead after trailing 27-25. In that Thomas Jefferson game, too, it just kind of looked like Laurel Highlands came out just a little bit lethargic, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, we need to play this game, and they just kick it into gear and go. So let's see what they can do here today. I mean, I would not want to get behind a pretty talented Mckeesport team.
And when they do kick it in gear, usually it's on the defensive side that leads to the easy hoops on the offensive side. So the Mustangs' intensity on defense has to come out from the get-go.
Well, and I did watch some of the game last night with Mckeesport and Penn Hills, and one thing that they did have trouble with, Mckeesport actually had trouble with the full court pressure that Penn Hills applied, and probably in the third quarter alone, I think they turned the ball over somewhere around 10 times that led to easy basket for Penn Hills. So let's see what they can do here tonight. I mean, I got a feeling that Mckeesport's going to see a lot of pressure from the Mustangs, especially in this first half, as they try to build some type of a lead.
And as you mentioned, first-year coach Troy Blackwell is a big presence out there, that's for sure. And he's a unique individual that's trying to turn Mckeesport around a little bit.
Well, he's actually a 2001 Mckeesport alum who actually played football at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga and then played arena football for 6 years. He was a girls assistant coach last year, and he's actually the third coach in 8 years for Mckeesport. So a lot of change there at the coaching position. So not a lot of continuity for the Mckeesport Tigers over the last 8 years.
If nothing else, he ought to command some respect with his stature.
I wouldn't give him any lip. I can tell you that right now. I mean,
it's like about 6'8", about 290.
Yeah, I think I looked at his arena stats. I think he's a 6'7", about 285. So he's a big fella, no doubt about it. Not somebody you want to mess with. Put it that way.
Absolutely. So it will be interesting to see how things turn around here at the Laurel Highlands Gymnasium. A little bit of a sparse crowd here on Saturday afternoon, but maybe they'll be coming in as we finish up the pregame activities. We're about 5 minutes away from tip, and we're going to step aside here once again for some messages before we turn it over to the PA announcer for our national anthem and the introductions. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
Are you getting collection calls, finding bills in the mail you can't pay? Are you expecting shutoff or foreclosure notices? If you're in financial trouble, you need to know that there is help under the law that will help protect you and your assets. Hi, this is Attorney Chuck Zebley with Zebley, Mahal & White. Allow us to help you protect yourself. If you're in debt and have no way out, let us help you understand your options under the federal bankruptcy laws. Filing bankruptcy is not the end of the road. For many, it's a fresh start and a new beginning. So give our office a call today, 724-439-9200, or visit our website at zeblaw.com. Zebley, Mahal & White in Uniontown, local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Zebley, Mahal & White. It's gonna be all right.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
The South Union Township Supervisors, Robert Schiffmeyer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, would like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and their coaches on having another great basketball season this year. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and their coaches on having another successful basketball season this year. From the Laurel Highlands Mustang Boosters.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart Calabrese-Hoppy and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, CPOs in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and the coaches on having another successful basketball season this year.
Personal injury can come in many forms. No matter what your injury, the attorneys at Davis & Davis will personally meet with you to discuss your case, just like we have over the last 40 years. Trust your case to a local, experienced legal team. Trust Davis & Davis.
Here we go with about a minute to go now before the start of this action, and the teams will be lining up for the national anthem. We're going to turn it over to the PA announcer here at Laurel Highlands.
Support the Academy of Arts production of Mamma Mia in March of this year. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laurel Highlands Senior High School, Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium for today's boys basketball matchup between the visiting Mckeesport Tigers and your Laurel Highlands Mustangs. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for playing for our national anthem. And now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Mckeesport Tigers. A senior guard, number 1, Kanye Thompson. A junior guard, number 3, Caden Holtzman. A junior forward, number 4, Travaris Rowe. A senior guard, number 21, Dustin Strong. A senior forward, number 34, Tyree Andrews. The Tigers are led by head coach Troy Wpial, assistants Chip Brown, John Harper, Dave Patellus, Cornell Mack, and Jared Zeke. And now the starting lineup for your Laurel Highlands Mustangs. At guard, number 1, a junior, DeAndre DeShield. A junior guard, number 2, Rodney Gallagher. A junior guard, number 3, Brandon Davis. A senior forward, number 4, Jaden Pratt. And a senior forward, number 15, Joey Chambers. Mustangs are led by head coach Rick Hogger. Assistant coaches John Smith, Pierre Jenkins.
There you have it, our starting lineups as we are prepared for high school basketball here at Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs in their home white and the Mckeesport Tigers in their traveling red. Jumping center for Mckeesport, look for number 4, Traveris Rowe. What's his nickname, Tony?
Dunny.
Dunny.
Don't know where that came from.
And
but
Keandre DeShields to do the duty for the Mustangs. Harry Kaufman with the toss, and a quick toss controlled by the Mustangs. Mckeesport will come out in a man-to-man defense. That's Davis being guarded there by number 3, Caden Holtzman. Look for the Mustangs to do a little movement here on their man-to-man offense. High screens look by Rodney Gallagher. Davis across to Chambers, in the corner to Pratt. He thought about the jumper, didn't take it. Now the turnaround, in and out. Hard luck. Come back with Mckeesport, their first possession of the ball game. Mustangs in their familiar man-to-man defense. Now get it down deep. Out to Rowe. He takes the 3 off the iron, no good. Gallagher quickly up to DeShields. DeShields with the runner off the glass, no good. So both teams coming out cold here to start things.
Maybe a little slow from last night's action.
Spin move inside there. That's number 21, Dustin Strom. Back out on top to Holtzman. Holtzman will control things on top. Being guarded by Davis, and now he's trapped. Inside there to number 34, Andrews. Another shot on the way there by Thompson. Gallagher from the baseline, off the rim, no good. DeShields with the long rebound. Fadeaway, he's fouled on the jumper.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Mckeesport does not want to do is get Rowe in foul trouble. That's his first. Mckeesport's pretty deep, though, Gary. Like I said, I watched some of their game last night. They play about 10 players off the bench, so might be a little try to get them tired out, try to get the Mustangs tired out here, but it's going to send DeShields to the line.
Coming off a 26-point effort last night.
Yes, sir.
And he's been pretty strong from the foul line also, about 70% free throw shooter. So he gets the Mustangs on the board first to lid off a tightly closed rim.
Gets them both to go. So the Mustangs with a quick 2-0 lead.
Back comes Mckeesport now with a high pick there. Good switch on top by DeShields. In the corner now, this is Holtzman. Gets down deep, and he is hammered. That foul against Andrew is going to be called on Chambers.
Yeah, and actually Gallagher had pretty good defensive position, but Chambers just got caught for the reach.
That's not a shooting foul. He thought it was for a second, but that's going to be out of bounds underneath. Rowe will do the duty.
You know, he tried to make a move, but it was definitely on the floor.
Good cut there to the block. Now working against Gallagher. Now drive to the hoop and score it. Power move there by Andrews. Ties it at 2. Now Mckeesport puts some pressure on full court. DeShields now will take it to the hoop himself, I'm sure. Gets it to roll over the rim, so DeShields with the Mustangs 4.
Yeah, the Mustangs had no problem with that pressure right there from Mckeesport.
Right ring, Strom gets it again inside, and he's going to work his way in. Can't get it to go. Left-handed scoop shot, no good there by Andrews. Back down comes in. It's going to be off the Mustangs. Davis's little confused on that one.
He looks perplexed, as they say. But I actually think it was off of him.
No
So
doubt.
it was the right call, no doubt. Nick Lancaster making the right call there.
Got a timeout, 30-second call. Timeout by Troy Blackwell. Wants to talk about it. We'll step aside here for 30 seconds and give you an idea of who our sponsors are here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for making it possible for us to bring you this live streaming on Facebook, the South Union Township Facebook page, the Sprouse Insurance Group here in Uniontown with agent David Hughes, United Bank, Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Jason Scott, the South Union Township Supervisor, the Southwest Gastrointestinal Specialist, Sweegee here in Uniontown, Doctors Calabrese, Ruthart, Stokes, and Hoppy. Zebley, Mahaloff, White, your Uniontown business and bankruptcy attorneys, along with the boosters here at Laurel Highlands, bring you this live streaming action. So we come out of the timeout. It'll be a Mckeesport possession with our score 4-2 with 5:31 to go here in the first. Still in the man-to-man defense, and this is Rowe. He'll try to work on Pratt. Gets it at the foul line. 3 on the way from the corner. Left-handed shot, no good, but rebounded there by Mckeesport. But Gallagher all on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball call, and that's going to be back to Mckeesport. Good hustle there by Rodney Gallagher to take away that offensive rebound by Thompson.
Well, Gallagher, I think he tried to call a timeout, but just got tied up there. Nice
There's a
block.
Inside by DeShields. Rodney got caught a little bit too deep under the hoop, could not make the pass back to DeShields. So a turnover by the Mustangs. Still 4-2.
Yeah, that pass from DeShields just a little bit too high for Gallagher. And good thought, try to get it back for him for the easy layup, but just kind of threw it over his head.
So Gallagher with Thompson, 4-2 lead here, almost 3 minutes in. There's a steal, and DeShields will get it over to Davis. Back to DeShields, and there's another foul, and that's another one on Rowe. Wow.
Yep, and that's not a good thing with 4:45.
Might have to get him out early with two early fouls here in the first quarter. Coach Blackwell looking at his bench as to who he might want to bring in for Rowe. Does not want to pick up a third, that's for sure, and he brings to the table number 50, Shane McGraw.
You're going to have McGraw and Feenan Marion both checking in.
DeShields perfect at the line so far, 3 for 3, has all 5 Mustang points.
Yeah, and that's big because Rowe had 24 last night against a really good Penn Hills team. So losing him this early with 4:45 to go in the first, that could really change this game.
No doubt about the 2 fouls, not questionable calls as DeShields hits another.
No, he just got called for the reach twice, to be honest with you.
Thompson now trying to work out front, gets a high pick. DeShields now baseline drive, and no chance in there for number 3, Holtzman, with both DeShields and Pratt in there. There's Pratt from the sideline, no good.
McGraw.
And just got a little bit of iron. So McGraw now with the rebound, gets it inside. Runner no good. Pratt with the rebound, has it knocked away, but Gallagher will control it. Has a man coming from behind. Didn't see him, but that's going to be another foul called. That's on number 21, Dustin Strom, and that's the 3rd team foul on Mckeesport here with 4:09 to go in the first.
Yeah, pretty nice move there by Gallagher to have the court sense to know that Strom was coming behind him for the steal. Just switched over and able to draw the foul.
We were yelling at him. He was coming.
He heard you. He's got that headset on the court.
2-3 zone now for Mckeesport. Maybe trying to eliminate some fouls. Davis thought about a long 3 there. Thought better of it. Now he brings it out and dribbles it off himself out of bounds. Jesus, lost it. Looked like a Terry Bradshaw drop.
Yeah, just.
We're old enough to remember that.
Yes, we are. Against the Cleveland Browns, actually.
Yep. Strom now has it knocked away again. Here comes DeShields. He's going to take it himself, no doubt, and finish again. So DeShields with all 8 Mustang points.
Well,
3:33.
That's not a bad thing, to be honest with you. Like I said, he had a head of steam and just took it himself, and a good move by DeShields.
Thompson has that ball out in front of him. Rodney will take that away. he doesn't secure it. Cross to McGraw. Now on the right side to Holtzman. Left-handed jumper now, no good, and Pratt had it, but DeShields takes it away. Cross to Gallagher. He's going to take a long three. Hits from NBA range that time, so Rodney Gallagher gets on the board. 11-2 now, Mustangs on top. Thompson trying to do it himself. Gets it in the left wing now to number 21, Strom. Back to Thompson. Trying to post up inside, has it knocked away. That's number 11, Marion. Good pass
nice
inside. Backdoor cut there by Strom. Gets the hoop. Gallagher will try another three. Not off the back iron that time, no good. 2:20 to go here. Pass inside. Davis now with the breakout. He's going to take it himself. Finish for Brandon Davis. 13-4 now, the Mustangs up by 9.
Yeah, and a nice move by Davis, a little behind the back. A nice little English to put it off the backboard and get that layup to go. You can see the Mustangs trying to pick it up here right now.
Thompson had the backdoor cut, wouldn't go, but gets it inside to finish on the offensive putback there by Marion.
Yeah, nice job by Marion. Actually, Pratt jumped a little too quick to get that rebound and just hung on the rim a little bit too long. And Marion able to come from behind and get it and put in the easy layup.
This is a matchup 2-3 as DeShields tries the three. No one in there for the Mustang offensive rebound where you would normally see Nico John.
Exactly right.
Thompson now in the corner to McGraw. Minute 25 to go here in the first. Not much movement on the Mckeesport offense, but they get it inside, stolen away by Davis. Has Chambers on the breakout. He will finish. Nice job. Reverse shot there by Joe Chambers. Gets on the board. Quickly back come the Tigers. Three on the way. Count it. That's Dustin Strom with the three.
Strom, he got that beautiful left-handed shot, and he knocked down a couple threes last night against Penn Hills. You can see he's got the touch, so they got to be careful.
15-9, only a 6-point advantage now for the Mustangs. Pratt with the high pick. Gallagher in the corner to DeShields. Back out to Gallagher. Swing it all the way to Chambers. Gets it inside to Pratt from the foul line. In and out. Wow, that was halfway down.
And nice shot. Just couldn't get it to go.
Strom might try to take things into his hands here late. Thought about a long three there. Thompson gets it inside. Nice pass to McGraw, and we got a 4-point ball game.
And all of a sudden, Mckeesport kicking it into gear and kind of surprised without Rowe in the lineup, Gary. So they've kind of changed things around here a little bit, and now they got the Mustangs on their heels.
They're patching up way out on top on that 2-3 zone. Davis, Gallagher for the three. That's off the mark. We could see that from here.
Yep.
Back comes Mckeesport with a chance to cut it to two. Stolen away by Gallagher. Long one on the way, but off the net on top of the ceiling. So the Mustangs with a 15-11 first quarter lead. Mckeesport cuts into that lead late. We'll be back here for second quarter action. Tony Anola and Gary Frankhauser on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Smith, Lewis, and Chess, CPOs in Uniontown, would like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and the coaches on having another successful basketball season this year.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Ready to go here for second quarter action. Mustang possession, and Traveris Rowe will stay on the bench for Mckeesport, but Mckeesport was able to cut into the lead with him on the bench, so not much problem there. Now, Pratt from the corner. Can't hit. And DeShields in there. That's where he needs to be for those offensive rebounds. And Jaden Pratt just not able to find the smooth shot that he possesses just yet.
I just can't get it to go, but DeShields, right place, right time. He's in double digits now with 10.
Chambers now, good pass inside. Johnson had the opportunity. Now McGraw powers his way in, and he scores. Another one for Shane McGraw, and he has 6, I believe.
He's got 4, but off the bench, though, he's given Coach Blackwell good minutes with Rowe on the bench.
Mustang, a little bit of a breakdown in that man-to-man defense. Shields thought about it. Now he's going to be double-teamed. Get it to Chambers. On the baseline, Pratt again. Will he hit? Yes. So now, Jaden Pratt, maybe that'll get him going.
Well, he's streaky, no doubt about it, Gary. Now all 5 starters now in the scoring column for the Mustangs.
19-13, just a 6-point lead for the Mustangs, and still looking at that man-to-man defense. Trap over there on the side, and that's going to be double team, but out of bounds off of a Mustang, so it stays with Mckeesport. We missed Amon Knight, who came in, 5'6" senior guard, wearing number 0. That's him with the ball now. And 34 came back in, Andrews. So we got some meat in there. McGraw trying to do it himself. That's blocked by Chambers. Pratt now will need to help out. He didn't know where it was.
He didn't know it was coming to him. Almost took his head off.
Thought about it, but he's going to go to the hoop. Finish again. So Keandre putting on a show here in the first half with 12 first-half points. And Pratt went down hard, but seems to be okay.
Well, nice job to try to follow up that shot. He shakes his head to Coach Auger and says he's good to go.
21-13, Mustangs now up by 8. Back comes Knight, Amon Knight. McGraw now, he's been very effective off the bench. This is Holtzman, number 3. Number 0 is Knight. He's being guarded by Rodney now. Good pass inside. The floater, no good. Offensive rebound, a putback, no good. 2 attempts unsuccessful for number 34. That's Andrews. Now Davis trying to get into the act, and he puts up the left hand scoop with the score. How did he get through 2 defenders there, Tony? Both men on him, both taller than him. Just got it between number 11, Marion, and number 34, Andrews. So the hoop is good, and Brandon Davis will go to the line as Rowe checks back in with those 2 fouls.
And he's got to be careful. 5:44 to go. Now Sumter's going to check in for the Mustangs. Davis with a chance for the 3-point play, and he got it.
So 24-13, largest lead now for the Mustangs at 11.
So Sumter now in the game. He's going to give Joe Chambers a little breather. As you said, Rowe back in the game, and he's got to be careful. You really don't want to pick up your third here. There's a steal by Gallagher.
Sumter, now he'll get it to one of his ball handlers, but around the back, no good. And back comes Mckeesport with the easy lay-in by Andrews. So what looked like a Mustang breakout turned into a layup for Mckeesport. DeShields again. Hands off to Pratt. Nice assist there for DeShields to Pratt. Back to an 11-point advantage.
Well, yeah, I think Mckeesport was looking for DeShields to take that shot, and a nice little dish to a cutting Pratt along the baseline for the easy layup.
Now Davis with the steal. Back with 2 men on him. Doesn't get it to call. Wow. Back again comes Mckeesport inside McGraw. He'll look for a 3. Now Rowe inside. Don't want to face him in there, and that's going to be a foul called on Pratt.
No, I think it's going to be on Sumter on the reach. It
is.
Yeah. Pratt had pretty good defensive position there, and Sumter just reached in and caught him across the arm, so it's going to send Rowe to the foul line.
I don't think you want to allow him to get the ball that deep at the block.
No.
Gets the first one to roll over the front of the rim.
That's his first point. He came in averaging 10, and as we said, had 24 last night against a good Penn Hills team.
Second one up, and no good. Sumter with the rebound. Quick outlet to Rodney Gallagher with numbers off the rebound. Gallagher to the hoop. Off the rebound, Gallagher quickly to the rim and the bucket. Now Laurel up by 12.
Now, and Gallagher knew that he had Rowe on him, so he might as well take it and try to draw the foul.
Knocked away. Quickly ahead again. Ill-advised pass. Alley-oop by Davis to Keandre. We're going to have a timeout, officials timeout. Bucket's good as Davis fed the Shields for the presumptive dunk. But very smartly there, DeShields just laid it over the rim, and Coach Hogger will love that.
Well,
as
don't
the
miss the
Mustangs
dunk.
now lead 30-16, 4:20 to go. We have a timeout call by Mckeesport. We'll be right back here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Personal injury can come in many forms. No matter what your injury, the attorneys at Davis & Davis will personally meet with you to discuss your case, just like we have over the last 40 years. Trust your case to a local, experienced legal team. Trust Davis & Davis.
Welcome back. Gary Frankhauser, Tony Hanula alongside Jerry Dupay on the camera, as always. I think he's done about 5,000 games.
Whew. He's got a bunch. If he's paid by the game, he'd be retired by now.
In any event, the Mustangs on top 30-16. About halfway through the second quarter. Mustangs on a little bit of a run here, leading by 4 at the end of the first quarter. And coming out for the Mustangs will be the same 5 that went in for the timeout. Sumter, DeShields, Davis, Gallagher, and Pratt. On the Mckeesport side, you have Knight, Holtzman, Rowe, number 21, Strom, and number 34, Andrews. Strom wants the ball on this side. He's looking to pump that 3. Here's Rowe trying to split the defense. He does. Gets the hoop, and that's going to be a foul on Pratt, and he's in some pain. Wow. Not something that Coach Hogger wants to see. Pratt went down hard, and he is writhing in pain underneath the hoop. Not good if you're Laurel Highlands.
It looks like the trainer, Bill Logue, is actually working on his ankle.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah.
Let's see. Doesn't seem to be grabbing anything, but Pratt will be relieved, no doubt. The Mustangs are going to have to go deep into their bench. It's going to be a injury timeout. We'll step aside here quickly, and I'll remind you once again who our sponsors are here on the South Union Township Sports Network. The South Union Township Sports Network is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring the supervisors, Atlantic Broadband Cable and CUTV. And our live streaming sponsors include the Sproul's Insurance Group here in Uniontown, David Hughes in charge, United Bank, with branches throughout southwestern Pennsylvania and West Virginia. Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. Smith Lewis Chess, CPAs here in Uniontown. Gearing up for tax season, no doubt. Jason Scott, the South Union Township supervisor, along with the co-supervisors, Rick Vernon and Bob Schiffbauer. The Southwest Gastrointestinal Specialists, Sweegie here in Uniontown, our friends Doctors Calabrese, Ruth Hart Stokes, and Hoppy. Zebley, Mahaloff, White, the Uniontown bankruptcy and business attorneys, along with the boosters groups here at Laurel Highlands. And they're still working on Jaden under the hoop. And look, as you said, it does look like an ankle situation there, Tony. And coming in for the Mustangs will be Joe Chambers. So he's a starter. Not much loss there as we come out as far as a experienced player, but you do lose some dynamic scoring and rebounding with Jaden Pratt.
Most definitely. He's given Coach Auger some great minutes here so far this year, but walking now with a little bit of a limp, and hopefully it's just a slight sprain. And to be honest with you, at this point it's a non-section game. I'd rest him up really and get ready for Albert Gallatin on Tuesday.
Get it taped up.
Yep.
Get it on some ice.
Icing down, and yep.
At the line, trying to finish the three-point play is
Rowe.
Short on that one. So Sumter with the rebound. Gets it over to Davis. In the corner to Chambers. all the way across too high for Rodney. He had the backdoor look, just a little too high by Joe Chambers. So 30-18, 12-point advantage with 3:56 to go. Mustangs need to concentrate on defense here.
Concentrate on defense, get a couple turnovers, and extend this 12-point lead.
Strom, good turn, had a shot, didn't take it. Three-pointer on the way. Good box out there by Davis.
And Davis, real nice job there to keep Thompson from grabbing that rebound.
Good
nice pass.
No, there's a foul there on Rodney Gallagher going to the hoop, and that's going to be called on Thompson, showing some good sportsmanship there, helping Rodney up.
I noticed in pre-games a lot of these guys know each other. They were shaking hands and
I
hugging,
think
and a lot of
some,
AAU.
And I know that Rowe played with DeShields and Gallagher. And Gallagher hits the first, giving him 6.
He's got 6. He's got a chance for another. Came in as a 73% free throw shooter.
And hits them both. So now the Mustangs up by 13. I'm sorry, 14, 32-18. Good defense there by Chambers, but Strom goes to his right unexpectedly to the rim for the hoop. No help on the backside defense there by the Mustangs. So good drive to the hoop there by, and there's DeShields underneath. Gets it to Chambers. Had Davis, but turnover. Back comes Strom.
Ooh.
McGraw in the corner now to Andrews. To the hoop now is Rowe, no good. Mustangs pull it away with Sumter now. DeShields. Stop at the foul line, jump and fire, no good. Sumter trying to work underneath. It's out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Mustangs.
Wow. Off of Andrews, he and Sumter fought for that rebound.
See what the Mustangs can do out of bounds here. They're going to call a specific play in the corner to Sumter. He's going to swing it out to Chambers on top. Waits for Gallagher to swing around Davis. Now has Sumter wide open underneath, but cross-court pass to DeShields. Back to Gallagher. He's going to take the 3. No good off the iron and out of bounds. So Mustangs come away empty on that possession with 2:29 to go here in the second quarter, leading 32-20.
Yeah, I think Rod just needed to take one step in there and would have knocked that 3 down just a little too deep.
Strom now being guarded by Chambers. Does he keep those feet loose as Strom is not opposed to taking it to the hoop? On top now is Thompson. Thompson and Gallagher looking each other in the eye across to Knight. Rowe powers his way in, rolls it out. DeShields with the rebound. Looking ahead has Gallagher. Gallagher with the touchdown pass catch. Chambers will try the 3. That looks a little bit strong. DeShields, though, will get it back. Had Sumter a little too hard for Sumter to pull that one in for the layup. Out of bounds, back to Mckeesport.
Yeah, I don't think Sumter was expecting that pass at all. He thought DeShields was going to throw the shot up.
He was positioning himself for the offensive rebound. He had an opportunity for a easy layup.
He had it. He was wide open.
Got to
Good
keep
thought.
your hands ready when you're playing with DeShields and Davis. There's Davis again. Oh, that's something Rodney should have shot. Not the right play there, and quickly back for the layup in is Rowe, and Hogger is upset with that.
And I don't blame him. Take the points when you can get them. Quit trying to put the
time.
show on is right.
Exactly. So with a minute 19 to go, the Mustangs on top, 32-20. We'll step aside here for a 30-second timeout on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Here we go after the Mustang timeout. Coach Auger giving a little bit of a stern lecture there on the sidelines. Take those buckets when you can get them. The Shields now in the corner to Rodney. He'll take it to the hoop. In the corner to Chambers. Swing it out to Davis for three. Got it. So Davis takes the lid off his three-point attempts, and that gives the Mustangs, again, the 13-point advantage. We're under a minute to go here at halftime. Strom now to the hoop with the left-hand runner. No good. Gets his own rebound now. The Mustangs with numbers. Davis to the hoop. He'll take it himself, and he's fouled.
Woo. The Mckeesport faithful don't agree with that, but
Holtzman, I mean, we'd have to see the replay, but I would wonder if Holtzman could get up to block that.
He got
Jerry's telling us all hand.
Yeah.
He must have the replay working there.
He's got that big monitor. He's got it going.
So Davis misses the first. He's a 70-plus free throw shooter, too.
78%. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He's got 8.
Second one's good. So that gives him 9 with 40 seconds to go. Quickly back, and there's going to be a foul called. Reach. Let's see who that's going to be on.
I think it's going to be on Davis, and it is.
And that's his first. Just a team fourth. Pretty clean first half.
Yeah,
neither
extremely
team
clean.
in the bonus.
Yeah, extremely clean.
Holtzman gets it on top there to Andrews. Now Strom looking for his opportunity and the roll by Rowe. Good defense there, but Rowe now deep. Gets it out to Andrews for the three. Short. That's off Rowe out of bounds, and Rowe's holding his nose like he was elbowed.
Yeah, I think he took a shot to the face.
He might be bleeding. That might mean he'll have to come out of the game.
Yeah, if he can hide it for 13 seconds, he'll be okay.
Davis to Gallagher. Back to Davis with 5 seconds to go. Runner, no good. Doesn't get the call. Chambers now can't get it away, and the Mustangs will not score at the buzzer, but lead 36-22 here at halftime. We'll be back with halftime statistics and further halftime activities here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Good luck to the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and their coaches on having another successful basketball season this year. From the Laurel Highlands Mustang Boosters.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Have you ever felt something stick in your chest when swallowing? This can be caused by a narrowing in your esophagus from inflammation, scar tissue, or rarely a tumor. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologist, Dr. Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of swallowing disorders. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
Filing for bankruptcy is not something that anyone wants to do. Good people sometimes run into hard times, and they need help. Hi, I'm Dan White with the law offices of Zebley, Mahalav & White, and I'm here to help. If you're faced with insurmountable debt and are out of options and you need help, give our office a call today. Allow us to help you understand your rights and options under the law. Filing bankruptcy is not the end of the road, and if you're struggling with debt, it very well could be a new beginning. So stop worrying and take action. Give our office a call today at 724-439-9200 or click on zeblaw.com for more information. Zebley, Mahalav & White, local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Zebley, Mahalav & White. It's gonna be alright.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Welcome back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. It's halftime. The Mustangs on top 36-22. The Mustangs scoring 15 in the first and 21 in the second. Mckeesport 11 and 11. So that's our score, 36-22. And here's Tony with your halftime statistics.
All right, for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, they were led in that first half by Keandre DeShields, who had 14. He had 8 in the first and 6 in the second. You had Brandon Davis with 9. He had 1 made 3 on the day. Rodney Gallagher with 7. He had the made 3. Jaden Pratt with 4, and Joe Chambers with a made basket. As you said, 15 in the first, 21 in the second for their total of 36. They were 8 for 9 from the foul line in that first half, and they had 2 made 3s, one by Gallagher and one by Brandon Davis. For Mckeesport, they were led in that first half by Dustin Strom, who had 7. He had the only made 3 for the Mckeesport Tigers. He was followed by Travarius Rowe, who had 5, 4 points from Kariki Andrews and from Shane McGraw, and 2 points from Phenon Marion. They scored 11 in the first and 11 in the second. They were 1 for 3 from the foul line, and as we said, only 1 made 3, and that was by Strom in that first quarter.
And Rowe was relegated to very limited time in the first quarter with those 2 fouls. He did come in the second and play foul-free for the second quarter, so he'll come out at halftime with just those 2 fouls and allow him to continue for Mckeesport with that 14-point deficit. The Mustangs need to, again, concentrate on defense and work on the fundamentals, not worry about too much of the extracurricular dunks and things like that. They have an important game coming up Tuesday against the crosstown rival Albert Gallatin Colonials.
They do, and as you said, Gary, just a couple chances there where they actually could have had probably about 6 to 8 more points. You know, a couple throwaways, the dunk that should not have even been attempted. But right now the Mustangs feel pretty confident where they're at, up 14. Let's see what they do coming out in the second half. Surprisingly, too, they did not press, full-court press Mckeesport in that whole first half, which kind of took me back a little bit. Normally that's where the Mustangs end up getting a lot of turnovers and score a lot of easy points, but didn't employ that first half, any full-court pressure at all.
Could have been some strategy by Coach Hogger with the back-to-back games.
Yeah, very much so. And it's also, as you know, the Mustangs aren't very deep off the bench, so you don't want to get in foul trouble either.
Right, without Nico Johns and Krisner here, who comes off the bench for the Mustangs. And now Jaden Pratt, we probably won't see him the rest of the game with that ankle injury that he sustained late in the second quarter. So we'll see how things pan out here with about 3 minutes to go before we start the second half. Gary Frankhauser along with Tony Anula and Jerry Dupay. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
And pay off your Erie Auto policy all at once, and you'll save up to... Some things just go together, like bread and butter, blue jeans and Saturdays, best friends and phone calls. And a great match? You and discounts from Erie Insurance. It's like this. Safety features in your car will have you paying less for your auto insurance. And pay off your Erie Auto policy all at once, and you'll save up to 7% more. On your homeowner's policy, you earn discounts that start at age 46 and go up each time you celebrate a birthday. There are more discounts, too, for things like home safety features and even teenage drivers. And the savings keep adding up. When you have your auto and home covered with Erie, you get a discount. Buy a life policy with us, and the savings can get even better. At Erie Insurance, above all in service means making life a little easier on you and on your wallet. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Your local Erie agent is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Discount terms and amounts may vary by state. See your local Erie agent for details.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Fatty liver affects 30% of Americans and is a leading cause of cirrhosis and liver cancer. Risk factors for fatty liver include alcohol abuse, obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Dr. Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I, specialize in the care of fatty liver. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Here we go, back for second half action. Mckeesport Tigers a little late coming out of the locker room, not getting much of a warm-up here as we are ready for second half action. The Mustangs come out in their warm-up, and we did notice no Jaden Pratt warming up. So as we anticipated, the Mustangs will have to finish this game without Jaden.
Well, and actually, he's right over there by the entrance to the locker room, and he's in street clothes. So maybe going to get checked out, but standing up, and we'll have to watch him walk across the court and see exactly what he's going to do here. But he won't be of service for the Mustangs here in the second half.
So we're ready for second half action. The Mustangs will be going left to right as we start the second half, and Mckeesport will be going left to right with the possession as we start the second half. Our score 36-22. The Mustangs just look like they're disinterested as they come out on the court.
Well, you know what? Maybe a little tuckered out from last night. I mean, they had to expend some energy against the Ringgold team that came out to play them, no doubt. And now today, like I said, coming back to back. But let's see what they can do. Normally they can turn it on second half.
And Chambers with the block there on Strom as he had a wide open layup that I thought was going to bring Mckeesport a little closer, but they do get the rebound.
Yeah, great job by Chambers there on the backside to get that block.
Thompson over to Strom. So 30 seconds in, long possession here to start the second half for Mckeesport, and a long three on the way, and that's off the rim, no good, and tipped by Davis as he pulls it in himself, picked up there full court by Rowe.
Now, I would clear out and let Davis take Rowe by himself.
And I think Rodney needs to.
Whoa.
DeShields try for the slam, doesn't get it to go. Now Davis with the third opportunity inside, finally gets the roll and the hoop. Once again, DeShields with the attempted slam, no good. And this is Strom with the left. He's going to be fouled. Looked like Sumter had all ball, but they're going to call him with the foul.
And that's going to be Sumter's second.
They're going to call that on DeShields.
Oh, no. That wasn't on DeShields, no doubt. That was on Sumter.
They called it on DeShields.
Wow.
He wasn't even in the area.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I mean, they may want to check with each other, but it's going to send Strom to the line, no doubt. But it's only first foul on DeShields, though.
Strom smooth at the line. Just averaging just over 8 points a game, but he looks like a much more prolific scorer than that.
He's got a nice shot, no doubt.
Now we got a whistle.
They're going to call a lane
violation on McGraw as he stepped in. No, I'm sorry, that was Andrews. So that will not count. Leaving the score now 38-23. Mustangs with a 15-point advantage to face the press by Mckeesport. DeShields back to Gallagher, and he'll get it across to Davis. Davis to Chambers, breaks the press very easily. DeShields with the three, count it. Buckets for DeShields.
DeShields with the step back three, just nice and calm, and knocked it down. So now an 18-point lead for the Mustangs.
They leave him open like that, he's going to make a lot of them. Pass inside, knocked away by DeShields again. Now ahead to Davis, followed by DeShields. Quick 5 for DeShields to start the second half, and timeout called by Troy Blackwell. He wants a full timeout as the Mustangs have stretched the lead out now to 20 as we start the second half. We'll be right back here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Quick timeout called by Troy Blackwell. Mckeesport will have the possession now, trailing by 20 with 6:20 to go here in the third. Mustangs coming out and causing a few turnovers that turned into buckets. And there's another one. This is going to be a slam. I called it, Tony.
That was a given.
So DeShields with the takeaway and the slam. He's just racking up the points here already in the second half. Rowe now being guarded by DeShields. He has 5-second potential call. Whoa.
Wow.
Gets it to Strom now. Taken away by DeShields again. Gets it to Chambers. And he should have taken the layup.
Yes, he should have.
A little bit too unselfish once again, but Mustangs will have it out of bounds.
Yeah, no, definitely. Joe had a wide open lane. Take that shot. Now the Mustangs going to kick it in.
Set up for the out of bounds play. Get it to Chambers all the way out on top. Gallagher swinging it over to Davis. Goes baseline in the corner to Gallagher. Now Sumter at the foul line. He'll let it go. No good. Gets his own rebound and score it.
Nice follow by
Good
Sumter.
stick-to-itiveness by Sumter. And now Rowe is in some pain.
Might have taken a shot.
That's the second time that we've seen him have some discomfort in the facial area. He's going to sit down. Might have to go into concussion protocol.
They're going to bring McGraw back in as Rowe takes a seat. Rowe kind of quiet here today, only 5 points in that first half.
And 3 minutes in here to the hoop. Oh, wow. Going to call a body foul there. That's going to be tough one for DeShields to take, and I think that's going to be his second.
That's his second.
And that's going to send Holtzman to the line.
Holtzman scoreless today. And I think actually if DeShields would have just came up, kept his hand straight up, he would have had the block anyway, but he tried to make it a little bit more forceful than that.
I think they caught him with the body contact, but Holtzman no good on the first. 5:16 to go, and Mckeesport is just scored 1 point so far here in the second half. Make it 2. Gallagher now, he'll do this himself. He doesn't really need any help breaking the press. Gets it back to DeShields. Has it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Good hands there by, I believe, Strom.
That was Strom with the block there, with the poke away, I should say, not the block. Now Rod thought he had Sumter there for a minute.
He's going to get it out top again to Chambers. Got some numbers. DeShields, good fake. Baseline jumper. Can't get the roll. Good rebound pulled down there by Thompson. Gets it over to Andrews in the corner now. Strom to the hoop. Sumter had it. That's not going to be out of bounds. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's the right call.
No.
Sumter's out of bounds.
Well, he was out of bounds.
He's not allowed to knock it off a player out of bounds, so I'm not sure how that is Mckeesport ball. I'll have to talk to Jake Miller about that. 3 on the way, no good. Sumter with the rebound. Some good minutes by Sumter here in the second half.
Great minutes by Sumter, to be honest with you. He came in for Pratt, and he's really done a nice job.
Davis to the hoop, gives it to Gallagher for the short jumper. He is fouled.
That's going to be on Kanye Thompson, yeah. It's going to be his second.
Little late whistle as Rodney looked at the official, said, "Where's that call?" Got it, though.
Gallagher going to go to the line. He's got 7 today, 2 for 2 from the line so far.
4:33 to go here. Rod with his third free throw made here so far this afternoon. Jim filled up pretty good here, Tony. Must have been some guys getting off their naps.
I was going to say everybody took their Christmas presents back this weekend, so it got here late.
As Mckeesport brings it back with a pick and roll, now we got a foul called, and that's going to be Sumter. You're going to give him 2 shots on that? Wow.
Whoa. In the act, huh? Well,
I guess they figured he gathered the ball and was on his way to the rim.
Now here's Thompson looking for his first point. He had 21 last night against Penn Hills, came in averaging 8. And he's been kind of stifled here by this Mustang defense. Now Marion and Knight going to check back in.
And going to put Holtzman and Andrews to the bench. We might not see Rowe again. Not sure about his status. Second free throw, no good. DeShields able to track it down. Has Chambers now. He'll good fake and a scoop and score. That's what you do with it, Joe.
That's exactly right.
One ball fake, let everybody go right by. Now that's one almost taken away by Gallagher. Diving steal now. We're going to have a call. That's going to be on Davis, I believe.
I think it's
that's
DeShields.
DeShields. That's his third.
Yep, that's going to be his third. DeShields just trying to make the steal there. Got a little greedy. Got called for the reach. So now he's got to be careful, although the Mustangs with a commanding
51-24 lead.
27-point lead.
Almost a 30-point advantage that will have us with the
it's going to be on Sumter on the hold.
I believe so.
Yep, he and Marion fighting for position underneath there. So now Sumter's going to pick up his third. So now he's got to be careful, too. And as we said, the Mustangs not a very deep bench.
Especially with the illnesses and the injuries now.
Right.
Did talk to Coach Hogger and did tell me that Tajay Hooper will be available next week. That will be a good addition to the Mustangs. And good pass there by Chambers to Gallagher for the 2.
Good
Makes
job
it
by
53. One more point's going to give it the 30-point mercy rule advantage with 3:50 to go here in the third. Thompson can't get it to go. Chambers couldn't get the rebound as Strom strips him. That was a travel.
Yes, it is. Yeah, McGraw just tried to make that move, shuffled his feet. And a good job on that last possession by Chambers to draw the defender to him and get the ball to Gallagher for the easy layup. So, Joe, got to give him his
fundamental
props.
Player.
Every bit of.
3-sport fundamental player.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he's looking for baseball season, no doubt.
Gallagher, gets it in. That was Davis to DeShields, and that's going to add the 55-24, 31-point advantage now. Just 2 points in a quarter for Mckeesport. And that's going to be a running clock now.
Well, just 2 points, and DeShields has as many points as Mckeesport, each with 24. DeShields with 24 and the Tigers with 24 here today.
Good to see Rowe coming back in, and Sumter will check out. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 40. That's Kavanaugh. He'll get some time now with the Mustangs up by 31. That's good knock away there by Kavanaugh. Good fronting job there. Excellent play defensively by Patrick Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh, every time he comes in, he pokes the ball away or makes a couple steals, or he's a nice player off the bench for the Mustangs.
Just a junior too, so Mustangs well heeled for next year. This looks like offensive foul as Rowe just pushes his way in, but gets the hoop.
Yeah, and I think at this point in time, as you said, with the 30-point running clock lead, the Mustangs just trying to get out of here with another win.
Chambers in the corner has Gallagher, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds for the Mustangs' possession. Good look by Chambers, had Gallagher at the block opposite.
Now Knight with a nice poke away there for the Tigers.
DeShields, long three, no good. Should have followed that one.
Now he's going to pick up a trap here.
Knight bringing it across, gets his feet tangled up, and that's knocked out of bounds by Chambers. Back to Mckeesport.
Yeah, Knight with a good idea, but Chambers with the poke away. So now 1:40 to go here in this third period.
Trying to post up inside is Marion, and they do get it to him, but Chambers with the help. Get it to DeShields. Has a man wide open. That's Gallagher, but knocked out of bounds. Good hustle there by Amon Knight coming back for Mckeesport. As number 34, Andrews will check back in. And
Marion a little break.
Marion.
Yep.
DeShields across to Chambers. Davis, corner to Gallagher. He'll take the three. Off the mark, but Chambers with the rebound. Wow.
How did Thompson stay on his feet?
I'm not sure.
That was more impressive than the Chambers ball fake. How did he stay on his feet?
That's amazing.
I thought we were gonna hear a thud there for a minute, but almost acrobatic there by Kanye Thompson.
Davis now to Gallagher again. We're under 42 seconds to go. Gallagher baseline stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, he did. He just tried to make a move there and kind of leaned on Rowe as he tried to make the move. So we're going to have a timeout. Tell him to stop the clock, I guess.
It was 30 at one point, so I'm not sure why they're asking, but it is a running clock.
Right. So referee Jake Miller getting ready to put it in play.
Not sure why he stopped it, but he did. Good pass inside. There's a foul and a bucket. So Kavanaugh got a little out of position that time, and give credit to Andrews as he positions himself perfectly for the pass, got the bucket and the foul.
Andrews with 2 in each quarter here today for the Tigers. Now trying to make it 7 points on the day.
And is good. Davis now. Get it across to Gallagher. Good pass to Kavanaugh. Doesn't get it high enough off the board, though. And now we're going to have a foul called. That's going to be the 16th foul.
That's going to be on Kavanaugh. It's his second. I think that was a little more frustration than anything. Had the wide open shot, but now they're going to stop it with 2.3 seconds to go.
Shouldn't stop it. It's not 1-1. So that clock should run out. It's not 1-1 according to the board.
No. I don't know where are they getting 1-1.
Well, maybe the scoreboard isn't correct, but they are giving him 1-1. Wow.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, but anyway you look at it, Thompson's going to the line. Yep.
He line drives that one in.
His first point of the day.
So 7 points in the quarter now 8 points for Mckeesport. Second one, no good. Gallagher now, long shot. Oh! Off the rim, no good, and that will do it for the third quarter. It's the Mustangs 55, Mckeesport 30. We'll be right back. Gary Frankhauser along with Tony Anola and Jerry Dupay on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Smith, Lewis, and Chess, CPOs in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and the coaches on having another successful basketball season this year.
Welcome back. we're ready for fourth quarter action with the Mustangs on top. Comfortably, 25-point lead for the Mustangs, 55-20. Mckeesport with just 8 points in the quarter. The Mustangs with 29. No, I'm sorry, 19. What do they have?
What's that?
Mustangs score in the third quarter.
19.
19.
Yep. 19 in the quarter.
Still a low-scoring game for the Mustang standards.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, they came in averaging over 80 a game.
1-2-2 zone now for Mckeesport. Sumter now at the high post. Looks inside, and that's the Shields for another slam. Good backdoor look there by Sumter. Give him credit on the assist.
I'm impressed with Sumter here today. He's given great minutes to Coach Auger, no doubt.
Rowe now. Geez, that's got to be an offensive foul. Got to call that. Rowe just lowered his shoulder and plowed right through Sumter. Give him the hoop. Sumter now with Davis for the three. No good to Shields with the rebound. Backdoor look to Chambers. He'll take it to the hoop and score it. Good job there by DeShields to Davis. 59-32. Mustangs up by 27. To the hoop, Thompson got it inside there to, I don't know if that guy was in bounds, but they're going to give it to him. Now Rowe will score the bucket. Thompson could not get it to go, but Rowe finishes. So Rowe trying to get to his average. Runner by Gallagher short, gets his own rebound. Get it inside to DeShields, and he'll score it. So another nice pass there by Rodney. 27 now for DeShields. Same as last night.
Well, 26 last night.
Oh, that's right. This is Knight. Nowhere to go against Davis.
Nearly a 5 count.
Thompson now trying to get his way into the shooting situation. Rowe will take the three. No good. DeShields with the rebound. He'll look up court. Gets it to Davis. Good bounce pass to Rodney. Wow, what a pass.
What a look by Davis. That was pretty.
That gives Gallagher, 13?
Yep. He's got 13 on the day.
Defense again. Triple team now. And Rowe will have it inside and gets the roll again. So Rowe adding to his total.
He's got 13 on the day. And here's the Shields
for three. In and out. Sumter working hard down low, but has it knocked away. Thompson. A kick there by Davis. So coming into the game now for Mckeesport is Myron Moore, the 6'2" senior forward. Get some time. He's going to give, looks like McGraw, some time on the bench. We're at 5 minutes on a running clock, 63-36. The Mustangs on top.
I would imagine Coach Auger going to use a little bench here pretty soon.
There's a travel he got away with, but
it was close. Thompson trying to shake Gallagher, and that's not going to happen.
Nope. Knight now on the switch, double team. Andrews thought about the dump pass underneath to Moore, but Moore not expecting that one.
And DeShields, he's laughing because Andrews is complaining to Moore, like, look for the ball. Chambers.
Mustangs just looking now to use some clock, I would think.
Yeah, there's really not. I mean, still running some offense, but I could expect a backdoor cut.
Defense.
Yeah, they're going to get a backdoor cut here, no doubt.
Gallagher slipped and fall. I hope he's not hurt. He's going to get up and be okay. Foul called. There's a push. And I believe that was called on
Moore.
Moore?
Number 5, yep. That's going to be his first. Now Andrews going to check out. Holtzman and Strom checking back in. Kanye Thompson going to check out with Andrews.
In the corner now to Gallagher. Chambers, good pass inside. Little runner by DeShields. He'll add to his total. 29 now.
29.
Moore, baseline. He's
nice
tripped by Sumter.
Sumter.
That's going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity now for Moore at the line.
It's going to be Sumter's fourth, and you're going to have a couple subs checking in for the Mustangs. It's going to be Kavanaugh and Nate Schwartzfeger are going to get some time. So
That's
Chambers and Davis checking out.
Davis will finish with, 6? I'm sorry. 11.
I have him for 11.
11.
Yep.
And Chambers. Moore no good, but rebound taken down there by Strom. He'll look for that left-handed smooth three-pointer. Sumter on him. Mustangs in a 2-3 zone now, looks like. Sumter for the three. Good box out there by Kavanaugh. Just needs to go for the rebound. Now gets it. It's out of bounds. Wow. Good box out.
Yeah, great box out. He just forgot to pick up the ball. Now you're going to have Colin Sheridan.
Strom now gets it to Rowe. He's going to try to work his way to the hoop, no doubt. And he's fouled. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. That's going to be on Kavanaugh. It's going to be his second, I believe. To the line now, Rowe. Clock stops after the foul is reported, and here comes some more Mustang substitutions. Number 14 for the Mustangs, and that is Bittner, along with
Malachi Wallace.
Malachi got on the board last game. Now Rowe almost with the steal, and he does get it. Now we're going to have another foul called. What do we got?
And it's going to be on Kavanaugh, too.
And that's going to put Rowe back to the line again.
Yep, on the bear hug. So Rowe going back. Rowe only 2 for 5 from the foul line here today. And as a team, the Tigers are only 6 for 15 from the line.
This is a double bonus, 2 shots as he hits the first.
So 3 for 6. He's got 15 on the day.
1:59 remaining. And that's knocked out of bounds, I believe, but saved in. It's out of bounds. Going to be good hustle there by Strom, but the Mustangs will have it. And look at some full court pressure by Mckeesport with 1:48 to go on a running clock. Coming up now to get it will be Kavanaugh. Get it in the middle. This is Schwartzweger. Gets it to Sumter, and a 3 on the way now. No good. Schwartzweger with the rebound, but has it taken away. Back now comes Moore. The left-hander up, no good, and we'll have a foul there on Malachi as we're at 1:20 to go. Myron Moore will go to the line again.
Moore 0 for 1.
He'll have 2 opportunities this time. Got that one. He's trying to finish things up here.
That's it. Just trying to wrap up another victory for the Mustangs. They'll go to 9-0.
2 for 2 at the line that time by Moore. And Mustangs will get it in as Mckeesport will back it up into the 1-2-2 zone. Schwartzweger now has it stolen away. Back comes Mckeesport, and Strom will get it to the hoop and score with a minute to go now. Cut it to 65-42, so the score is not going to be indicative of the domination by the Mustangs, that's for sure. Sumter now thought about it. Schwartzweger with the little runner, won't go. Down to 44 seconds to go. Moore, left hand, got it up and good. The senior getting on the board here late for Mckeesport, 65-44, almost another steal. Schwartzweger to Sumter, tried to get it into Kavanaugh with the
Whoa.
Wow, fadeaway by
Nice
Kavanaugh.
shot. Nice shot there by Kavanaugh.
Could have had Malachi for 3 seconds there, I think.
Well, I think they were trying to get it to him for the bucket.
3 on the way. Score for number 3, Holtzman. 6 seconds ago. That'll do it as we go 3, 2, 1. And the horn will blow with the Mustangs' victory, 67-47 here at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. We'll be back with the final statistics and wrap things up here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Pratt's walking pretty good.
Deadly mahalo and white. It's gonna be alright.
Sometimes good people make bad decisions, and they end up in trouble with the law. Hi, this is attorney Mark Mahalo of Zebley, Mahalo and White in Uniontown. If you're one of those people who found yourself facing legal issues, including minor criminal offenses, traffic, DUI, or other summary offenses, we are here to help you. Many times these mistakes don't have to ruin your life. One bad decision does not make you a bad person. Let us help you fix the problem and move on with your life. Call our office today at 724-439-9200. Zebley, Mahalo and White, your local attorneys helping local people. If you made a bad decision that has you in legal trouble, make a good decision now by allowing our firm to represent you. Zebley, Mahalo and White in Uniontown and at zeblaw.com. Zebley, Mahalo and White, local attorneys helping local people. Let us fix your life.
Zebley, Mahalo and White. It's gonna be alright.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Welcome back to Laurel Highlands High School. The Mustangs victorious again to keep their record unblemished at 9-0. A non-section game here this afternoon at Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs will be playing Albert Gallatin on Tuesday. Final score 67-47. It was 15-11 after one, 36-22 after the second, 55-30 as the Mustangs were pulling away in the third. We're able to get over the 30-point mark in the third quarter, making it a running clock in our final with some cleanup duty by the bench personnel, 67-47 here at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. Tony, let's look at those final statistics.
All right, for the victorious Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who improved to 9-0 overall, they were led today by Keandre DeShields, who had 29 points on the day. He was followed by Rodney Gallagher, who had 13. Brandon Davis had 11. Joe Chambers with 6. Jaden Pratt with 4 before being injured. A.J. Sumter with 2, and Patrick Kavanaugh with 2 on that fadeaway jumper. They scored 15 in the first, 21 in the second, 19 in the third, 12 in the fourth for their total of 67. They were 10 for 11 from the foul line here today, Gare, and they had 3 made threes, one by Gallagher, one by Davis, and one by Keandre DeShields. And I also want to mention DeShields with 2 nice dunks in the game as well. For Mckeesport, they're going to drop to 4-7 overall. They were led today by Travarius Rowe, who had 15. He had 8 of those in the fourth quarter. He was followed by Dustin Strom, who had 10. Kariki Andrews had 7. Myron Moore off the bench with 4. Caden Holtzman had 4. He also had a made 3 in there. Phenon Marion with 2, Shane McGraw with 4, and Kanye Thompson with only 1 point here today. As you said, 11 in the first, 11 in the second, only 8 points in the third quarter, and 17 in the fourth for their total of 47. 2 made threes on the day, one by Strom and one by Holtzman. and they were 9 for 19 from the foul line. So not very good foul shooting here today by the Tigers, and the Mustangs pull out with a 20-point victory.
Had a little bit of a concern coming off the game last night with Ringgold coming back less than, 10 hours to play a game.
Really.
So Mustangs are able to maintain their concentration and intensity and improve to 9-0 on the season with the 67-47 victory. A little bit of a concern with the injury there to Jaden Pratt, but we saw him after the game walking in the handshake line without much of a limp, so hopefully that's not much of an injury, and he'll be ready to go on Tuesday against Albert Gallatin out at Albert Gallatin. That's always a intense game, no matter what the situation is, and Albert Gallatin's been playing some better basketball. Their record is not indicative of that, but they have been playing much better basketball, and they'll give the Mustangs a battle, no doubt.
Well, the Mustangs are going to go into every game with a target on their back, being ranked number 1 in Class 5A. And you know as well as I do, as you said, that with the crosstown rivalry with Albert Gallatin, Shea Fleener will have his team ready to play.
Absolutely. So today's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring the supervisors, Bob Schiffmeyer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, everyone at CUTV with Gary Smith and his staff. Gary Frankhauser, along with Tony Hanula and Jerry Dupay. Another South Union Township Sports Network presentation, our final, once again, Laurel Highlands 67, Mckeesport 47. Good afternoon, everyone.